Have you ever been in a garden? Perhaps on a warm summer's day, you might see a flash of bright color darting amongst the green leaves. It could be a tiny creature, a little beetle, often a vibrant red or a sunny yellow. This small being with its neat black spots is known to many as the ladybug. What a delightful sight it is, this tiny jewel crawling carefully along a stem or resting upon a flower petal. Many people around the world greet the ladybug with a smile, a small moment of joy in their day. It is a creature that seems to carry an air of gentleness and charm wherever it goes. These charming insects are often welcomed as symbols of good fortune. An old tale says that if a ladybug lands on you, you should make a wish, and it might just come true. This belief has been passed down through many generations, adding to the ladybug's endearing reputation. Children especially are fascinated by them, watching with wide eyes as a ladybug explores their hand. But beyond these charming stories and their undeniable beauty, ladybugs hold a much deeper significance. They are not just pretty decorations in our natural world. They are, in fact, tiny superheroes performing vital tasks. The ladybug, or ladybird as it's known in some parts of the world, is more than just its bright colors and spots. It belongs to a large family of beetles called Coccinellidae. These insects are incredibly important for the health of our gardens and farmlands. They are nature's own pest controllers, working tirelessly day after day. Their presence is a sign of a healthy environment, a place where nature is in balance. Understanding these small creatures reveals a fascinating story of survival, adaptation, and essential ecological roles. So let us delve deeper into the world of these remarkable little beetles and discover their secrets. So what exactly is this creature we call a ladybug? It is an insect, a type of beetle. Like all insects, its body is divided into three main parts: the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. The head is quite small and equipped with a pair of short antennae, which it uses to smell and feel its surroundings. These antennae are crucial for finding food and navigating its world. Ladybugs also have compound eyes made up of many tiny lenses, giving them a rather unique view of their environment. They can see movement well, which helps them find their prey and avoid becoming prey themselves. The most noticeable feature of a ladybug is, of course, its brightly colored wing covers. These are called elytra, and they are hard, protective shells that cover the delicate flight wings underneath. When a ladybug prepares to fly, it lifts its elytra, unfolds its hidden wings, and takes to the air with surprising speed and agility. The colors of the elytra can vary enormously, from the familiar red with black spots to yellow, orange, or even black with red spots. These vibrant colors serve as a warning to potential predators, signaling that the ladybug might not be a tasty meal, a defense mechanism we will explore later. Underneath the protective elytra and the thorax, you will find the ladybug's 6 legs. These legs are relatively short but strong, allowing the ladybug to grip onto leaves and stems even in windy conditions. Each leg ends in tiny claws, further aiding its ability to climb and explore almost any surface with ease. The abdomen, hidden beneath the elytra, contains the ladybug's digestive and reproductive organs. It is the powerhouse of the insect, processing food and enabling the continuation of its species. The overall design is a masterpiece of miniature engineering, perfectly suited for its life among plants. The name ladybug, or ladybird itself, has an interesting history. It is believed to have originated in Europe during the Middle Ages. Farmers prayed to the Virgin Mary, whom they called Our Lady, when their crops were being destroyed by pests like aphids. Then these helpful beetles would appear, devouring the pests and saving the harvest. In gratitude, the farmers named them Our Lady's beetles, or ladybirds. This historical connection highlights the long-standing recognition of their beneficial role, a role that continues to be vital in agriculture and gardens around the globe even today. The life of a ladybug begins as a tiny egg, often a bright yellow or orange color. The female ladybug is very careful about where she lays her eggs. She usually chooses the underside of a leaf close to a food source, such as a colony of aphids. This ensures that when the young ladybugs hatch, they will have an immediate supply of nourishment. A single female ladybug can lay hundreds of eggs during her lifetime, sometimes in small clusters of 10 to 50. These eggs are very small, perhaps only a millimeter long, but they hold the promise of a new generation of helpful beetles. After a few days, or perhaps a week, depending on the temperature, the eggs will hatch. What emerges is not a miniature version of the adult ladybug, but something quite different: a larva. The ladybug larva looks almost nothing like its parents. It is long and segmented, often dark in color with small spots or bands of brighter colors like orange or yellow. Some people might not even recognize it as a young ladybug. It has 6 legs, just like the adult, but its body is soft and somewhat spiky or alligator-like in appearance. Its primary mission in this stage is to eat and grow as quickly as possible. The ladybug larva is an incredibly voracious eater. From the moment it hatches, it begins to hunt. Its favorite food is aphids, those tiny, sap-sucking insects that can cause so much damage to plants. A single ladybug larva can consume hundreds, even thousands of aphids during its development. It moves actively over the plant, searching for prey with its simple eyes and keen sense of smell. This insatiable appetite is what makes young ladybugs such fantastic biological pest controllers. They are tiny eating machines, relentlessly clearing plants of harmful insects, contributing significantly to the health of their ecosystem. As the larva eats and grows, it will shed its skin several times. This process is called molting because its skin is like an external skeleton it cannot stretch. So to get bigger, the larva must shed its old, tight skin and grow a new, larger one underneath. This molting process can happen 3 or 4 times during the larval stage. Each stage between molts is called an instar. With each molt, the larva becomes larger and more powerful, continuing its relentless pursuit of aphids and other small, soft-bodied insects. This period of intense feeding and growth is crucial for its development into a healthy adult ladybug. After several weeks of constant eating and growing, the ladybug larva reaches its full size. It is now ready for the next incredible stage in its life, the pupa. To begin this transformation, the larva finds a sheltered spot, perhaps on a leaf or a stem. It then attaches itself firmly to the surface, usually by its tail end. Its skin splits one last time, but instead of revealing another larger larva, it reveals the pupa. The pupa is a resting stage, a period of profound change where the larva's body is completely reorganized into the adult form. It looks quite different from the active larva. The ladybug pupa is often orange or yellow, sometimes with dark markings. It is immobile and appears quite defenseless, like a tiny sealed capsule. However, it is far from inactive on the inside. Within this protective casing, a truly miraculous transformation is taking place. This process is called metamorphosis. The larval body breaks down and new adult structures, wings, adult legs, antennae, and the colorful elytra begin to form. This remarkable biological process is common to many insects, but it never ceases to be astonishing. It is nature's way of creating a completely new creature from the old. The pupal stage can last from a few days to a couple of weeks, again depending on the species and the surrounding temperature. During this time, the pupa remains still, conserving all its energy for the amazing reconstruction happening within. Although it cannot move to escape danger, some pupae can twitch or wiggle if disturbed, which might help to deter small predators. It is a vulnerable time for the developing ladybug, but essential for its journey to adulthood. The pupal case provides some protection, and its often inconspicuous placement helps it avoid unwanted attention while this vital change occurs. Finally, the moment arrives for the adult ladybug to emerge. The pupal skin splits open and slowly, the brand new adult ladybug pulls itself out. At first, it is very soft, and its colors are pale, often a plain yellow or light orange without any spots. Its elytra are still soft and need time to harden and develop their characteristic vibrant colors and patterns. The newly emerged ladybug will rest for a few hours while its body expands and its exoskeleton hardens. Once its wings and body are ready, it will fly off to feed, find a mate, and begin the cycle of life all over again, a true marvel of nature. Section 5, A Home Amongst the Leaves, where ladybugs thrive. Ladybugs are remarkably adaptable creatures, and as such, they can be found in a vast array of habitats all across the globe. You might encounter these charming beetles in your own back garden, diligently crawling on rose bushes or vegetable plants. They are also common in meadows, fields, forests, and even along grasslands and riverbanks. Essentially, wherever there are plants that host their primary food sources, such as aphids, scale insects, and mites, ladybugs are likely to make their home. Their distribution is widespread, covering every continent except for the icy landscapes of Antarctica. Different species of ladybugs may prefer slightly different environments. Some are specialists, favoring particular types of plants or specific prey. For example, certain ladybug species are adapted to live in coniferous forests, feeding on aphids found on pine trees. Others might be more common in agricultural settings, helping to protect crops like wheat, corn or cotton. This diversity in habitat preference reflects the incredible variety within the ladybug family itself, with thousands of different species, each uniquely suited to its niche. The key requirement for any ladybug habitat is the presence of food and suitable places for shelter and egg laying. During the warmer months of spring and summer, ladybugs are most active. This is when their food is abundant, and the conditions are ideal for mating and laying eggs. You will see them flying from plant to plant, searching for their next meal or a suitable partner. They are not solitary creatures by nature, often congregating in areas where food is plentiful. However, as autumn approaches and the temperatures begin to drop, ladybugs start to prepare for the colder winter months. Their behavior changes significantly as they seek out safe places to hibernate and survive until spring returns. For overwintering, many ladybug species gather in large groups. They search for sheltered locations, such as under tree bark, in piles of fallen leaves, beneath rocks, or even inside buildings, sometimes finding their way into homes through small cracks and crevices. This communal hibernation helps them to conserve warmth and offers some protection from predators. These aggregations can sometimes number in the thousands, a truly remarkable sight. When spring finally arrives and the days grow warmer, these sleepy ladybugs will emerge from their winter shelters, ready to begin their important work once more, ensuring their presence across these varied landscapes. Section 6. Nature's Little Gardeners. The ladybug's crucial work. The ecological importance of ladybugs, particularly in our gardens and agricultural lands, cannot be overstated. They are renowned as highly effective biological control agents. This means they help to control populations of insects that are considered pests, especially those that feed on cultivated plants. Their primary targets are aphids, tiny insects that suck the sap from plants, weakening them and often transmitting plant diseases. A single ladybug can eat thousands of aphids in its lifetime, making it an invaluable ally to farmers and gardeners alike, offering a natural alternative to chemical pesticides. Beyond aphids, ladybugs also prey on a variety of other small, soft-bodied insects and mites. These can include scale insects, mealybugs, spider mites, and the eggs of other pest insects. By keeping these populations in check, ladybugs contribute directly to the health and productivity of plants. This natural pest control service helps to maintain a balance within the ecosystem. When ladybug populations are healthy and abundant, the need for synthetic pesticides can be significantly reduced. This, in turn, benefits other wildlife, reduces environmental pollution, and promotes a more sustainable approach to agriculture and gardening. The presence of ladybugs is often considered an indicator of a healthy ecosystem. Because they are sensitive to pesticides, a thriving ladybug population suggests that the local environment is relatively free from harmful chemical residues. They are part of a complex food web. While they are predators, they also serve as food for other creatures such as birds, spiders, and larger predatory insects. Their role, therefore, extends beyond just pest control. They are integral components of the biodiversity that underpins a resilient and functioning natural world. Their bright colors, while a warning to some, are a welcome sight for those who understand their value. Encouraging ladybugs into our gardens is a wonderful way to support these tiny guardians. Planting a variety of flowers, especially those that provide pollen and nectar like dill, fennel, and sunflowers, can attract them even when pest numbers are low. Avoiding the use of broad-spectrum pesticides is also crucial, as these chemicals can harm ladybugs just as easily as the pests they target. By creating a ladybug-friendly environment, we not only benefit from their pest-controlling services, but also contribute to the conservation of these truly remarkable and beneficial insects, nature's own little gardeners working tirelessly for us. Section 7. Secrets of the Shell Astonishing Ladybug Fact. Beyond their well-known appetite for aphids, ladybugs possess a host of fascinating and lesser-known characteristics that make them even more remarkable. One of the most intriguing is their defense mechanism. When a ladybug feels threatened, it can secrete a yellowish, foul-smelling fluid from its leg joints. This phenomenon is known as reflex bleeding. This liquid is quite bitter and toxic to many potential predators, such as ants or small birds. The bright warning colors of the ladybug, known as aposematism, serve as a visual reminder to predators of this unpleasant experience, effectively teaching them to avoid these beetles in the future. Another surprising fact is that the number of spots on a ladybug does not indicate its age, a common misconception. The spots are determined by the species of the ladybug and are fixed once the adult beetle emerges from its pupa and its elytra harden. For example, the common 7-spotted ladybug will always have 7 spots throughout its adult life. There are thousands of different ladybug species, and their spot patterns, or lack thereof, are incredibly diverse. Some species have many spots, some have only a few, some have stripes instead of spots, and some have no markings at all on their colorful shells. Ladybugs are also capable of impressive feats of flight and even migration. While we often see them crawling on plants, they can cover significant distances when searching for food or suitable overwintering sites. Some species are known to undertake seasonal migrations, traveling many miles to find sheltered locations where they can gather in large numbers to survive the cold winter months. These migratory swarms can sometimes be so large that they appear as clouds of ladybugs, a truly spectacular natural event. Their ability to disperse widely helps them colonize new areas and respond to fluctuating prey populations effectively. Interestingly, not all ladybugs are carnivorous predators of pests. While the majority of species fit this beneficial description, there are a few exceptions. A small number of ladybug species are actually herbivorous, feeding on plants. For instance, the Mexican bean beetle and the squash beetle are ladybug species that can be considered pests themselves, as their larvae and adults feed on the leaves of bean and squash plants, respectively. However, these plant-feeding species are in the minority, and the vast majority of ladybugs are indeed the gardener's friend, playing a crucial role in keeping pest insects under control. Section 8. A kaleidoscope of beetles, the wonderful variety of ladybugs. When we think of a ladybug, the image that often springs to mind is the classic red beetle with black spots. However, the ladybug family, Coccinellidae, is incredibly diverse, boasting over 6,000 known species worldwide. These species come in an astonishing array of colors, patterns, and sizes, creating a true kaleidoscope of beetles. While red and black are common, ladybugs can also be yellow, orange, pink, brown, or even entirely black. Their markings are equally varied, ranging from the familiar spots to intricate stripes, blotches, or sometimes no markings at all, showcasing nature's endless creativity. The different colors and patterns are not just for show, they often serve specific purposes. As mentioned, bright colors like red, orange, and yellow, often combined with black, act as warning signals to predators, indicating that the ladybug is unpalatable or toxic. This aposematic coloration is a highly effective defense strategy. Some species have evolved to mimic other, more dangerous insects, further enhancing their protection. The sheer variety in appearance also helps scientists and enthusiasts to identify different species, each with its own unique ecological niche and characteristics within its environment. The size of ladybugs can also vary considerably. While many common species are around 1/4 of an inch long, some can be as small as a pinhead, while others can grow to be almost 1/2 inch in length. This diversity in size often correlates with their preferred prey and habitat. Smaller ladybugs might specialize in feeding on tiny mites or the eggs of small insects, while larger species can tackle bigger aphids or other soft-bodied prey. Each species is beautifully adapted to its specific role in the ecosystem, contributing to the overall health and balance of their natural surroundings. Exploring the world of ladybugs reveals a stunning spectrum of life. From the twice-stabbed ladybug, which is black with 2 red spots, to the pink-spotted ladybug or the yellow-shouldered ladybug, each species adds its own unique touch to the tapestry of biodiversity. Some, like the Chilochorus species, are specialist-scale insect predators, often black and shiny. Learning about this diversity deepens our appreciation for these tiny creatures and highlights the intricate web of life they are part of. It is a reminder that even the smallest of beings can exhibit an extraordinary range of forms and adaptations. There's Section 9, guarding our spotted friends, a plea for their future. Ladybugs, these tiny superheroes of the insect world, face numerous threats in our modern environment. One of the most significant dangers is the widespread use of pesticides in agriculture and gardens. While these chemicals are intended to kill pests, they often do not discriminate, harming or killing beneficial insects like ladybugs as well. Loss of habitat is another serious concern. As natural landscapes are converted for farming, urban development, or other human uses, the plants that ladybugs rely on for food and shelter disappear, making it harder for them to survive and thrive. Climate change also poses a potential threat to ladybug populations. Changes in temperature and rainfall patterns can affect the timing of plant growth and the availability of their prey, such as aphids. Extreme weather events can also directly impact their survival, particularly during their overwintering period. Furthermore, the introduction of non-native ladybug species, sometimes for biological control purposes, can occasionally lead to competition with native species, potentially disrupting local ecosystems. It is a complex web of challenges that these small creatures must navigate to continue their vital work. Conserving ladybug populations is not just about protecting a charming insect. It is about safeguarding the health of our ecosystems and supporting sustainable agriculture. By choosing natural pest control methods and reducing our reliance on harmful pesticides, we can create safer environments for ladybugs and other beneficial insects. Planting native flowers, shrubs and trees that provide food and shelter can also make a big difference. Even small actions, like leaving a patch of wildflowers in your garden or creating a small log pile for overwintering insects, can contribute to their well-being and help them flourish. The future of these tiny, spotted guardians depends on our understanding and our actions. They ask for so little: a safe place to live, food to eat, and a respite from poisons. In return, they provide an invaluable service, keeping our plants healthy and our world a little more balanced. Let us cherish these remarkable beetles, not just for the good luck they are said to bring, but for their crucial role in the intricate dance of nature. By protecting ladybugs, we are, in a very real sense, protecting ourselves and the beautiful, diverse planet we all share. Their quiet diligence is a reminder of nature's resilience and its ingenious solutions.